I wasn't in town when you did the Aminata tribute. Well, it wasn't an Aminata tribute, but
Abbey Lincoln. No,
yeah,
you were there.
well, that's what I
Wait.
call her.
That's
Aminata Monseca is
Yes,
Abbey Lincoln.
absolutely.
Yes,
Yeah, I
yeah.
got you.
So, yeah. So, how'd you come about that?
You know, it was this wonderful gift that kind of fell in my lap. Honestly, I mean, I'd heard of Abbey Lincoln, I'd listened to her music before. You know, of course, you know, we all know Max Roach, and it's just sort of a part of our repertoire and our history, right, as musicians. But I'd never really dug deep. So this gave me an opportunity to really dive in, and Stacy Pearl and Herman Pearl had really been dreaming up this project for like the last 5 years, and you know, sort of slowly putting it together and building the pieces. And so they reached out to me to be the vocalist for the project, and I was just honored, you know, and I was like, oh man, that'd be great. One, to work with them, but also to, you know, explore this wonderful woman and musician. So they reached out, they sent me some stuff. I started to just research, you know, we have on our phones, you know, I mean, the world available to us, so there's no excuse, right? Right. And so I started to research and find things and listen to interviews that she had done and watch videos of her, you know, talking with people and talking about her work. And I was just so, there was this feeling of familiarity in her passion for just creativity and her passion for telling stories. You know, the lyrics in her work are just so rich and heavy and just dripping, right, with so much. And so it just helped, it just grew me to work on that and to just learn her. And her voice is just so many things, right? It's velvety, but it's also like very pointed and precise. Her diction is just impeccable, and you know, her choices in pushing and pulling and you know, it's just it's so much. We can go, I could talk about it all day, but I like just dove in and lived in that world, and working with Herman to sort of build an ensemble to recreate, and not to recreate the music, but to just explore it in a different way, and pulling in these electronic elements, you know, with the drums, and using some of Max's original recordings in, you know, our ensemble as well. So we wanted to create something that, you know, that's not reinventing the wheel, because why do that? You know what I mean? But it is a way to refresh and I think package it in a way so that young people and new audiences can experience it in a new way. And there were lots of people who had never heard of Abbey Lincoln. Unfortunately, but you know, that may put us in the position so we can be proud to say, hey, you know, this is our heritage.
Some
and to
fresh
put this,
food.
Yes, absolutely. You know. And I'm always astounded by how much our young people don't know about musicians. Even, I mean, I ask young people, do you know who Ella Fitzgerald was? You know, one of the, you know, most prolific and household names, you know, in jazz music, and they don't. And you know, and so I immediately pull out my phone and say, hey, look, research this, YouTube this, listen to this. And so, you know, I just felt proud in that moment to just be, you know, representing the work and to further spread the word.